Hey guys, we're going to go over writing assignment one right now. So first, let's just look at it. Writing assignment one right here. We have a scenario. We are always going to start our writing assignments off with the scenario. We will always be working for a company called the Palm Frond Condominium Association. After you state that for the first time in each assignment, you can always shorten it to PFCA if you want to, per business writing rules. And so there's just a little bit of information about what this is, who you are, what your job is. Excuse me, I have to cough. Excuse me. There we go. Now I can talk. You have two bosses. They're the owners, Josh and Kelly Sanderson, and you're going to be working for them. So in this, you see what your job is. You see that you are now going to be working to include a dinner option at the cafe on the premises. This is like a large condo association. There's going to be thousands of units. They're going to have a cafe, and later on you're going to see that if you're successful, they might start adding more things. Maybe it's going to be like a little city within a city. So you're expanding to include dinner, and one of your cooks, Anna, she has an interesting idea. She's like, why don't we start using social media? You think this is a great idea, and you're going to suggest that you want it to be implemented, but you know that Josh and Kelly are a little bit old-fashioned, so you have to convince them. So what you're going to do is you're going to write a memo of about a page in length in which you suggest justifying to adopt a new social media campaign to Josh. You're going to use the red level strategies right here. Go back to week 2. Review the red level strategies in the tutorial. Review your notes on those. Remember I told you in week 2 to go ahead and take notes on those. So you're going to look at those right here. And then, your rubric, your rubrics are pretty common. So what they're going to do is they're just going to have the colored level strategies that you've learned up to that point for the writing assignments. So for writing assignment 1, you're only using red level strategies. For example, in the textbook, they talk about parallel structure, and they talk about subheadings. You don't have to worry about that yet. We're going to learn that later on in the semester. If you want to go ahead and try doing that, that's totally fine. I'm not going to grade you on that, though. So you want to make sure that you use the red level strategies. Right here's the rubric. You want to be in this first area right here to get your full points for that. And you'll see that grammar is a big category as well. It's worth 20 points of your grade. So you want to make sure that you're in using correct grammar, use correct mechanics, correct spelling. One thing you also want to check is you want to make sure that your memo is in correct memo format. I'll give you a big hint. Memos should always have the word memo or memorandum at the top of them. Very, very, very first thing you're going to see on one should say that. Most students don't include that for some reason, so I'm giving you the big hint this time. I guess maybe I've never given my students that hint before, but it's in the textbook. It's pretty clear in the textbook to do that. But aside from that, you should be pretty set to go. Remember, we don't double space in professional writing. We don't indent our paragraphs. We use a white space in between paragraphs. So just look at those. Just look at the examples in the textbook. If you have questions, of course, shoot me an email. Throw it up in the Parker's Perspective forum, and if I don't answer it, someone else should. And that should help. Of course, once again, if you need a really, really quick response, leave your phone number. I can respond to you quicker that way than through email probably. And remember to check the email policy and email me in the correct email address through Canvas, not my @fgcu.edu address. Thanks.